I want you to know the gravity of this before you start. So you're starting in Portland, Maine. Portland, Maine would be easy.
I wish.
Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
From Oregon all the way to Poughkeepsie. Portland
Yes.
to Poughkeepsie this summer.
Yep, Portland, Boise, Sioux City, Iowa, which is up and coming, I hear. No, I'm kidding. But stopping along places like Flint, Michigan, which, obviously they have that water crisis. There's VFWs all over the country. I'm going to be visiting with other comrades in the VFW, see how they're changing their communities.
So I was talking to you, between the break there, and you said your biggest fear is bears. So are you anticipating running into bears?
That's what Krista keeps telling me. There's bears all over the western United States, and big ones too. Not the little black bears we have here, but the big, grizzly bears.
Right. So, I mean, there's a serious reason behind all of this, of course, and that is because you want to raise awareness for homelessness and suicide rates for veterans. And we have Krista Hines here from Hudson
River Housing.
Hudson River Housing. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that are happening here in the Hudson Valley.
Sure. So thanks for having me. So Hudson River Housing is, we've been around for about 40 years. We're very dedicated to serving homeless veterans and really all the homeless all throughout Dutchess County. And unfortunately, we're really seeing an increase in homelessness in Poughkeepsie. And we've been serving veterans for a long time. And unfortunately, that number is going up as well.
So why do you think there's an increase in the...
there's a lot of reasons. One thing we're really seeing is that people, unfortunately, are just living paycheck to paycheck, and they have one little serious life, incident or something we can all be homeless pretty quickly, unfortunately. Yeah.
So what kind of resources are there for people out there who, might feel like they're on their way to, not being able to make ends meet?
So we've been operating actually the only homeless shelter in Dutchess County for about 40 years now. So there's a place right here in Poughkeepsie. It's actually right by Dutchess Community College where you can come, and we provide meals and shelter and lots of services actually for the homeless.
That's the only shelter in Dutchess County?
Yeah, the only overnight shelter.
Crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. We have 60 beds, and actually during the winter we're seeing about 100 people every night that come to our shelter for services. So the number is definitely going up.
And among those, you're saying a large portion of them are veterans?
A large portion, and we have a dedicated veteran specialist that works really closely with veterans to rapidly rehouse them. We do have some resources, and I met Tommy about a year ago, and he's really helped us build more resources for veterans, but there's definitely more that can be done.
So now, Tom, the movement that you have going here that you're going to be promoting on your walk is called Vet Zero. Explain to me what Vet Zero is.
Sure. Vet Zero, we're at www.veteranzero.org. It's called Vet Zero because, we're taking a stand. Our goal is zero veteran homelessness and zero veteran suicide. There's that recent statistic from the VA study in 2015 that shows that 22 veterans every day take their own life. That's double the rate of the civilian population. That's just got to stop. There's a lot of reasons for that. But that number should be zero, and that's our goal. So we're going to be I'm going to be walking to recognize that number of 22. I'm going to be trying to average 22 miles a day to make it back to Poughkeepsie from Portland over the summer.
And you're doing this to raise awareness, but it's not actually a fundraiser.
It is though, right?
Are you going to have people sponsor you? Is that how does it work?
Yeah, Robin, it's a good question. It's really both. I mean, I'm walking to raise awareness, and just because I'm a crazy person. But there is also a fundraising aspect to fund programs like Krista's that, as Krista just said, really, Hudson River Housing is the homeless shelter in Poughkeepsie. And if they don't have the funds, we have a lot of people out on the street. So there is a fundraising goal, and the fundraising goal for Vet Zero this summer is exactly $40,387. Ask me why, Boris.
Why? Because
the average number of homeless veterans on the street in America every night, the average is 40,387. Wow. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that number is higher than that, and that number is going up. Poughkeepsie is the last stop on the train from the city, as you know, and so we have a lot of people coming up from the city with no place to go, and a lot of those people are veterans.
So how do people go about making donations?
It's really simple. We have a website. Again, it's www.veteranzero.org.